Giving reasons. The Trinity B1 GESE exam preparation. Why are you covering this topic? I'm covering this topic because it's a grading criteria on this exam. This is video 13 of my series, How to Pass the Trinity B1 GESE exam. Let's go. Trinity B1 GESE Grade 5 is a SELT approved exam, so you can use it for your UK visa purposes like ILR or citizenship. In English, we give reasons to answer the question of why. Why did you come to the UK? I came to the UK to study. Why do you drink coffee? I drink coffee because I'm not a morning person. Why will you go home in the winter? I will go home in the winter since it's cheaper. We use these three phrases when we want to express reasons of why we did something, or do something, or will do something. It can be past, present, or future. Our words are because, since, due to. I prefer to take the bus because it's cheaper than the train. So we often see preferences and giving reasons together. Since. He moved to Canada since he speaks English and French. It's the same since as duration. He has lived in Canada since 2021. One small thing with since. Sometimes I hear speakers use it more when something is obvious versus because is sometimes my personal reasons, my thoughts, my personal preferences. Sometimes since is something that's more clear. You can use them interchangeably, no problem. Due to. The university will be closed today due to snow. Sometimes due to sounds official, but you can also use it just like you would use because and since. Why are you late today? If you are answering someone official at the school, you might say, I am late today due to the bus being cancelled. If you're talking to your friends or your family, you might use a more informal version, because the bus was cancelled. When you're doing this exam, do not start a sentence with because. Always make a longer sentence and put because in the middle. If you are using due to, just pay attention because there is usually an ing involved here. He failed the exam due to not studying for it. How did you come to the exam center today? I came by bus. It's a good answer. When you say that, it often leads the examiner to ask you why. Why did you come by bus and not by train? I came by bus because it's cheaper than the train. You could have used this answer at the beginning. If the examiner asks you, how did you come to the exam center today? You could give them this long answer at the beginning. I came by bus because it's cheaper than the train. If you do that, the examiner hears you giving reasons and they will check that off. They won't separately ask you a why question because they already heard you using the why form. Entertainment. Why do you prefer watching films instead of television? I prefer watching films because I prefer longer versions of entertainment. I prefer watching films because I can make a night of it, go out for dinner, watch a film, hang out with my friends, versus I like to watch television at home in the background. Why do you exercise in the morning? I exercise in the morning because it helps me to wake up. Why do you study at night? I study at night because it's quieter in my house than during the day. That was video 13 of our series, How to Pass the Trinity B1 exam. Keep studying, keep learning English.